Hello there, wrestling fans. I just watched a video, and this is a sort of a reply to Spinnernet's video where he talked about the degrading of WWE Divas and the female wrestlers, and why in the world is a female would like to become a wrestler in the WWE. And before anyone makes any weird assumption, no, this is not a shot at Spinnernet. This is not me trying to bury him or something, or be disrespectful, because to my knowledge me and Spinnernet are on very good terms. This is just me giving another perspective to it, or mainly perhaps not even a different perspective, but mostly so my opinions on the situation with the WWE Divas. First off, I think he's right. I think that if WWE wants to portray the WWE Divas as prominent athletes, as competitive women that strive to win and become the best in their division in the world at what they do, mainly wrestling, they should move away from portraying the divas generally as bimbos, as dumb girls whom all they want to do is get their clothes off themselves and get naked. But I don't think that's that big of a problem right now in WWE, is it? Because yeah, we had a pillow fight this past Monday Night on Raw, but how often do we have this kind of pillow fights, or bikini matches, contests, evening gown matches, and stuff like that, or paddle on the pole matches? We have seen those kind of stuff lots of times in the past, play-by-pillow fights at WrestleMania, where WWE always, for every year, had a diva on the play-by cover come WrestleMania time. We haven't seen that for a couple of years, and well, then I suppose, because most people who made a comment on Spinnernet's video, they agreed to what I said. And yeah, I agree too, mainly, but I also believe then that those people aren't the same who wishes the Attitude Era back, because a few months ago here on YouTube there was a wild discussion on people. They wanted the Attitude Era back, and what did they want the most? They wanted people to curse, they wanted blood, and they wanted bikini matches. That's what they wanted. That's why they wanted the Attitude Era back. That was the three main reasons to bring the Attitude Era back to some people. That was the cursing, the blood, and the bikini matches, simply the sexual aspect on the females in wrestling. But all of a sudden people are thinking that this is so wrong, they want to curse WWE for it. This is a question of perspective. If you want the WWE Divas to become more traditional wrestlers and viewed upon as real athletes, yeah, definitely you should not view on them as bimbos. But I just feel that this storm of people who thinks that WWE are acting immoral to their divas, they kinda doesn't go hand in hand with a lot of people wanting the Attitude Era back, with one of the main reasons being bring the bikini matches back. I don't really see the logic of that. But yeah, once again, however, I don't think that's the main problem, because if we look back, the situation in the WWE right now with the sexual aspect on women, that isn't even close on what we have in the Attitude Era. We had weekly bikini matches, paddle on the pole matches, the puppies, Jerry Lawler screaming puppies, 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 whenever a female wrestler or performer or manager came to the ring, you even had the crowd chanting, "We want puppies." That's all they ever cared about. If they saw a woman, they didn't see a performer, an athlete, or a wrestler. They saw two boobs. That's all they saw. The thing was, it was the same for a few years into the 2000s as well. So actually, I think WWE that way is moving in the right direction, because it hasn't been until recent years that all the WWE Divas are actually wrestling, and that they seem to be striving to get the women's title or the Divas title. And I also think there's a separation and something to be distinguished between the Raw and the SmackDown Divas, and that is the Raw Divas, yeah, they are more fun, loving, sharing, beautiful, whatever you want to call it. And on SmackDown you have more competitiveness. You have Michelle McCool, you have Beth Phoenix, you have Mickie James, you have Natalya Neidhart, and I am Serena Deeb as well, along with the CM Punk and the Straight Edge Society, and these are all women who can wrestle. They can wrestle pretty good. The only one who doesn't really fit into this equation is Gail Kim, who is a terrific wrestler, but she is on Raw, which then should, by all means, should be the Bimbo brand of the Divas. But still, as I said, all in all, on a holistic perspective, WWE has definitely moved away more and more from this bimbofication of their female wrestlers. This pillow fight that we had this past Monday, that was really the exception of the rule today. I mean, how often do we see this kind of matches nowadays compared to the Attitude Era, where the weekly theme seemed to be how nude can a wrestling diva become. You had the cat exposing her completely. You had the Royal Rumble Mae Young incident. You had Deborah McMichael more or less every week getting her clothes up herself. You had Terry Runnels, Sunny. When we meet weekly and monthly magazines of WWE, they were always on the cover of the Raw magazine in their bikinis, more or less naked. You had Sable, evening gown matches, and then female wrestling more or less didn't exist in the WWE. Now we have had, and Spinnernet also asked, why in the world would WWE Divas, why in the world would females even want to become WWE Divas under the current circumstances? Well, I can say, well, look at Trish Stratus. She's viewed as another legend, but she is very well respected, and same goes for Lita, except for her last year in the WWE. People will still agree that she was a star. She was a quality wrestler, a diva of sorts. Chyna as well had a good reputation, and several wrestlers in WWE as well. Mickie James has got a great reputation. Natalya Neidhart has a great reputation. Maryse has a great reputation, despite being a bimbo. People like her character, and she's admired on the YouTube, on the internet wrestling community. So there's the upside of it. Well, compared to TNA, a lot of those knockouts doesn't even get TV time, and even if you do, how big of a star are you? I mean, how big of a star is Taylor Wilde, for instance? Compared to Kelly Kelly, I would say Kelly Kelly is a way bigger star. So that's the upside and the downside of it. As I said, this is not a shot against Spinnernet. This is just me sharing my opinion, and even more so questioning some people out there. Where do you stand on this? Do you really think that this is, oh God, so immoral to the WWE Divas? Or are you the ones that on one side of the coin you want the Attitude Era back, along with the bikini matches, and yet you still want to bash WWE for being immoral right now? Or do you actually think, no, WWE isn't immoral? So the Attitude Era coming back with bikini matches and women being even less respected is all fine and dandy with me. That's what I wonder, and that's what got me to make this video about the current situation about the WWE Divas compared to the TNA knockouts and compared to the past. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.